What exactly is self-worth? How can I build my self-esteem and my self-confidence? How? Welcome to the Best Years podcast. This is Dr. Darlene speaking to Generation X and baby boomers who want more. I'll share power, skills, and tools with you to get your mojo back and love your life. As we look around at people all over the place, we notice that the default setting happens to be low self-worth, right? Think about all people you know. It's kind of the normal thing that people have kind of low self-esteem, kind of diss on themselves, not so nice to themselves. Yet the default setting for a 3-year-old is definitely high self-worth. And a 4-year-old, soon as life gets a hold of us, oops, there goes our self-worth, our self-esteem. So, oh dear, okay, well that's the way it is. So what do we do about it? First of all, what would it look like if you had really great self-worth? What would it be like? Put that on for a minute. Really high self-esteem. You walking around, going to work, working out with your family, your friends. What's it like if you really had that now? Interesting. How would you behave? How would you stand? What would you focus on? As you're putting that on, the definition for self-worth is feeling like you are a good person who deserves to be treated with respect. It's a sense of one's value or worth as a person. So 1 to 10, what would you say your self-esteem is at right now? 1 to 10, where would it be? 10, let's say, would be Jesus Christ, Dalai Lama, those that we respect and we know that are teachers and philosophers and prophets. So where are you 1 to 10 right now? And that's your baseline. Keep in mind, just by the way, for the sake of this podcast, some argue that there's a differentiation between the definition of worth and esteem, meaning self-worth is kind of an inherent thing and self-esteem is an external thing, and that's kind of the definition in the industry. And there's a distinction, yet for today, I don't really care which word we use because we're going to fix it anyway. So the words are interchangeable for me for today. I want to start by telling you about 2 of my metaphorical friends. Okay, and we're gonna pretend that we're gonna go to a cabin. You and me and some friends, a bunch of people. It's gonna be so fun. There's gonna be water skiing at this lake. It's so beautiful. We're gonna have food and just hang out and have a really great time. And each one of us gets to bring one other person. So I was gonna ask you if you wanted me to bring Cindy or Ellen, and I just want to tell you a little bit about each one of them. So you can tell me which friend you'd like me to bring to hang out for the weekend. Oh, okay, Cindy. Let me tell you. Can I just tell you how cute she is? Okay, cute is like you don't know whether to say beautiful or cute. Like it's just kind of ridiculous when you look at her. She's like perfect. And she's super rich. Like she has so much money and runs corporations and businesses like an entrepreneur. And it's just like, oh my gosh, her car is so cool. Like she has this really cool convertible. And we could go popping around in that thing. And oh, her legs are so muscular, but they're thin at the same time. That slim fit thing, like, okay, fine, whatever. She doesn't live in a gym, but she looks like it. And she is she's so smart. She knows everything. Oh, and her hair is so beautiful. And her kids are perfect. She has, I think, like a bunch of kids, and they're just all educated, and oh my gosh, her husband is so good looking too. So that's Cindy. She's really cool. So then I have Ellen, and so let me tell you about her and see what you think. If I had one friend to go to with a problem, it would be Ellen. She's the one that I talk to, and she listens. She totally listens to me. She gives me feedback. She's truly a faithful friend. She's super honest. I can always depend on her to be there for me. There's never been a time that I've needed anything that I didn't call and she wasn't there physically or emotionally or mentally for me. She's average looking. She's just real. And I could go on because she has every quality I can think of that's just great and truly easy to be around. So anyway, that's Cindy and Ellen. And which one do you want me to invite? Now, all right, you men. There are some of you men that might want Cindy to come just because she's cute. But I'm not talking to you. Okay, let's start over. I'm just talking to my girlfriends. And we're going to have a girls' trip. And we're starting over. And which friend would you like to have come? Now, usually when I teach workshops, it's unanimous. Everyone wants Ellen. Nobody wants Cindy. And the punchline is, why? Why is it that most of us, to get our self-esteem and self-worth up, want to be like Cindy and be the person nobody likes? Every day, we're trying so hard to be the person no one really likes. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of guilty of that. I am a little bit guilty of that one. And so we got to rethink this. Let's rethink this, because if we're going to do that and be the person no one likes, and we're all perfect, apparently we still have low self-worth. Dang it. Okay then, let's do a self-esteem assessment. Sound good? Let's get busy and fix this. I want you to answer the following question. I have good self-esteem when... ... If you're sitting there, get a pencil and paper out. If you're driving, think about it. I have good self-esteem when... When what? Think about it. Now, go back to that list and put an E or an I next to every item on the list. E is external. I have good self-esteem when my kids look wonderful. I have good self-esteem when I can brag about my grandkids. I have good self-esteem when I can brag about anything. I have good self-esteem when I look really good. Internal would be, I have good self-esteem when I feel connected to spirit. I have really good self-esteem when I feel like there's flowing relationships and I can add to a relationship. I have good self-esteem when I'm in control of my body and what I eat, and how I exercise. I have good self-esteem when I'm knowledgeable. I have good self-esteem when I'm giving, when I am of service. So on your list, how many E's, how many I's do you have? And the very, very best way to have really, really bad self-esteem is have all external things that you base your self-esteem on. Oops. So if you have all E's, let's fix that too. So now we're going to fix that. Next exercise. I want you to write down 15 positive qualities that you have. I do this with my college students each quarter and with all my clients. And in most cases, people struggle to come up with them. I had one student email me yesterday. I just couldn't come up with 15. I got to 10. But after about 2 days, I kept thinking about it and I finally got my 15. Yay. That's awesome. So write down your 15 positive qualities. Dun, 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 dun. You can pause the audio if you need to. 15 things that are good about you. Now this is a little bit different than external and internal. So it's kind of the same but different. So you can go ahead and actually put external things on this list. Like I really cook really super well. It's just a positive thing about me. I don't really base my self-esteem on it. It's just something that is a positive thing about me. Now, what I'd like you to do is circle 2 of those positive qualities that you're not so good at lately. And or 2 of those internal qualities that you're not so good at lately. So look at the 2 lists and think of 2 of them that you're just not that good at lately. And as you're thinking about that, realize that there are some topics that can be internal and external. Why did you get a degree? So people would think I'm cool, is external. Internal is so I can help my clients best and learn more. That's internal. So Sometimes some of the items on your lists are both. You have your internal and external list. You have your 15 positive qualities. They kind of overlap a little bit. And you're going to circle 2 from either list, one list or the other, that you need to work on. It may be that I'm not as loving as I have been in the past. Circle it. What do we do with this now? We have a day timer. If on your day timer every single day you said, I'm going to practice the violin, and every day you did, would you get better? I'm going to practice the piano every day. Would you get better? So whatever you practice every single day, you're going to get better at. So you've got these positive qualities or internal attributes that you've written down. I'm going to work on love today. Then I'm going to go get stamps. Who has stamps anyway? Just got to have them in the queue somewhere. Once in a while I need them. And then I'm going to work on faith. Or I'm really going to focus on service today. Or being helpful. Or listening better. And you practice them. And then next week you put 2 more. And next week 2 more. I am looking you in the eye and I'm promising you, if you put 2 things on your to-do list, those internal qualities or positive qualities that you're just not that good at lately, and you practice them, especially the internal qualities, and you practice your internal qualities, your self-worth will increase by far and away. Now, I have lots of self-esteem building activities, lots of confidence building activities. And at this point, as you practice what I've shared with you so far, notice how you start to have more control of your life. Your life is more flourishing and you're living the life you want. You know, self-worth is good. It is good. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. Have a great one, and we'll talk soon. If you like what you've heard, please subscribe to my channel so we can hang out. Also go to www.whatstopsyou.com for notes to this podcast and learn more power skills to indeed live the best years of your life.